Imperfecto here with another knife review. This time I have my Spyderco Scorpius. This is a very old knife that I have. Well, not too old. I mean, greater than 10 years, I guess. But I used to carry this knife quite often. It has steel scales, no screws or anything like that to take it apart or clean it. It's more kind of a art piece than anything. It was smooth in the pocket, slid out very easily. I used it quite often, and it worked. It was functional. The blade itself was kind of hard to get out. I always had to just do it like this. It never was easy to just flip out like most Spydercos are. Has good tension still on the blade. The lock has a 2-positional clip, face up or tip down. Back in the day, I really enjoyed these types of knives, the all steel liner construction. Not so much anymore. First of all, they were really heavy knives for what they were. They had awesome strength though. I mean, you put this in your hand and it just feels really good. You're able to just use it for all kinds of stuff. And this has a oddly shaped blade. It's kind of like a bayonet leaf swedge blade. It's a hollow ground, which is good. You can see the little hollow ground in here. It's a VG10 blade, and it was made in Siki City, Japan. A lot of good Spyderco knives come out of there. Many people doubt or dislike, I should say, really the products that come out of Siki City, but I have always thought that it was they made quality knives. Here, the blade centering was really good on this knife. I have a native that's stainless steel liners like this, and it's always rubbing on the edge, and there's nothing you can do about it because you can't adjust it. There's no set screws or pivots or anything like that. It's just all smooth. But I was able to always sharpen this knife very easily with just when I first started with knives, I just had like those kind of sharpeners that you pull your knife through, and that's kind of how I kept it sharp. I have some magazine paper here from one of my wife's magazines. Let me see here. You can see how, well, maybe it's not sharp anymore. Oh, it is. I just have never professionally sharpened this knife at all, but it's functional. It works really good. The monkey fist that I have here was made for me by my cousin. He has his own YouTube channels, J-Tech and J-Moto. He puts on there a lot of motorcycle stuff. He's a motorcycle mechanic more than anything. There's no jimping or texturing on this, so it is a little bit slippery if you get it wet or something like that. It could slip out of your hand, but it has really good ergonomics where you're able to like get your hand around it, but your hand's gonna slip and slide all over because there's no grip on it or texturing. Sorry. And it does stick out of the pocket quite a bit. This is everything that would stick out of your pocket, so it's maybe about an inch or so. I mean, it's quite a bit, but I really liked the way it looked when I first purchased it, and it felt really good in my hand. Of course, I didn't know too much about knives at the time, and I really would have purchased a knife that had jimping on it here, probably right around here along the spine, the back. But other than that, This knife, I used it quite extensively when I first got it, and it always worked fine. You know, we kind of get spoiled with all the new modifications that are made to knives today to help us use them better. This one was just a straight up cool looking knife from Spyderco. Again, the Spyderco Scorpius in BG10. Just let you all get a good look at it. Spyderco knives are awesome looking. Imperfecto,